for the 2015 Alliance Management Institute. Please welcome to the stage President of the Nonprofit Leadership Alliance, Susan Schmidt, CNP.
Well, good morning. The Nonprofit Leadership Alliance is a powerful network of 50 colleges, universities, and national nonprofit partners with 9,000 CNPs, our certified nonprofit professionals. Let me be the first to congratulate all of you here this morning that are about to join this exclusive network. I'm Susan. A lot of you know my story. I got my CNP, my certified nonprofit professional, at the University of Memphis. Is the University of Memphis awake this morning? There we are. Many years ago. Then after completing my coursework there and getting my credential, I worked in the sector, and I came back to the University of Memphis and served as their campus director for over 15 years. During that time, I was 7 years on the board of directors for our National Alliance. And then 2 years ago, I moved to Kansas City to become part of the leadership team at our national staff. So I have sat through a lot of AMI opening sessions, worn a lot of hats, but never did I imagine that at AMI 2015, I'd be opening your session and welcoming you as the president of our alliance. It's truly a joy to be at the helm of this great organization. So welcome to AMI 2015. We've got so much in store for you. Many people consider organizations like our nonprofit a legacy organization, and we are. We've got 66 years of strong history of doing the great work that we do. But we're not sitting back and resting on our laurels. We aren't applauding our past successes. We are an organization in motion. We're moving forward all the time, and we're forging new partnerships, just like the ones with our newest campus affiliates. Let's welcome the University of Kentucky and Hamline University to their first AMI. We also have a really strong network of national nonprofit partners. Some of them have been with us since the very beginning, all 66 of those years. But we have some new ones that we want to welcome to their first AMI. Help me welcome Fair Trade, Catholic Charities, Make-A-Wish, and DC Internships. So I just want to talk to you for a minute about my vision for our organization and why I made the choice to come to Kansas City. When I was considering this job, a really dear friend of mine said to me, "Now, why are you giving up this 15-year career? Like, do you think you can leave and not be in a university setting? Are you sure you want a desk job? What takes you and your family so far away from what you've built here?" And I thought a lot about that. What is it that I'm so passionate about that I wanted to come and lead the Nonprofit Leadership Alliance? And it turns out what really drives me is not the most attractive mission out there. It may not be the sexiest thing that we do in this sector, but I'm really passionate about it. I believe that every nonprofit organization pays a surcharge on their services when they deliver it with a staff that doesn't have the right skills and knowledge of our sector. We add cost when our staff is not prepared and trained specifically for the unique work that we do. That's the mission of the Nonprofit Leadership Alliance. That's what we do, and that's what a CNP means. That's what keeps me working, burning the midnight oil, is that I know our organizations, the organizations where you work, will be better prepared to change more lives. Let's just think about it. If we had CNPs in every organization, hunger organizations would feed more hungry, housing organizations would house more family, schools would provide better support systems and have better results. That's what drives us. It's a nonprofit workforce truth, and for 66 years this organization has been filling that gap. But what's the problem? The problem is there's not enough access. Our best and brightest students are making college decisions, and universities Across the nation, less than 10% offer nonprofit studies courses. People need jobs. Households are struggling, yet the nonprofit sector, which is vibrant and growing, isn't seen as a viable career pathway. So how do we change that? How do we take this powerful alliance that we have before us and change how people see our workforce? We do it in a number of ways. We see in the future a workforce where college students can make good choices about fulfilling their passion in their careers, where they have access to nonprofit studies programs, where they know about career pathways. And we've got to start sooner, at high school or even sooner, to interest these students. They're making career choices and being influenced by people who don't understand the important work that we're doing in our sector. So that's our first step, career awareness. We see a world where students can choose from a variety of academic institutions, much like the ones that we have represented in our network, where they receive the training that they need, and it's proven to be effective, just like the CMP. And we see a world where our nonprofit partners have access to the talented supply of leadership that they need for their affiliate organizations. Those are CMPs. You've heard our best new study, I consider one of my crowning accomplishments in my short 6 months. We've completed our LinkedIn study, and what we know is that those of you with a CMP stay 50% longer in the sector and are 7 times more likely to be directors or higher in your organizations. You are the future of our sector, and we want to multiply you by thousands. We want to provide the talent pipeline that these organizations that partner with us need. So that's what you are. This is a room full of the stakeholders that represent all of the pieces that we need to build that talent pipeline. You're the employees, you're the employers, you're the funders, you're the pipeline. And our alliance is here to help us build that pipeline and get to where we need to go. So thank you so much for joining me on this journey. AMI may be your first step. Future CMPs, you're about to have a 3-day experience that may change your life. It certainly will mold it and open your eyes to the breadth of the nonprofit sector and all the opportunities that are ahead of you. So, that's my vision. I'm looking forward to working with all of you to fulfill it. We have a lot of exciting new programs that we're going to be talking about over the next few days and lay out that pathway. But before we get ahead of ourselves, of course, I have a list of things that I'm supposed to tell you about, right? How many of you have a CMP launch ribbon on? Who's signed up for CMP launch? There's a few hands out there. Well, if you're not raising your hand, CMP launch is one of the best ways we have within our network to connect you to internships and jobs in our sector. So that pipeline that I've got this great vision about, CMP Launch is going to be a vital tool for creating that pipeline. If you're not familiar with it, please stop by our booth in the registration area, do the demo, and log into your Salesforce profile and sign up for CMP Launch. You're really missing something if you haven't signed on before. I also want to tell you a few things that you've got to look forward to. Over the next several days, you're going to learn a lot. Tomorrow, you'll be serving in teams with 34 area nonprofits to do important consulting work with those organizations. You're sitting in your teams at your tables. We have some of the representatives from our host sites here. We have a lot of facilitators. It's one of the highest evaluated pieces of our conference is the case study experience. So I hope you get a lot out of that. You're going to have a lot of opportunity to network. Who met somebody new at the networking dinner last night? All right, good. I hope you don't stay closed in and just with the people you know. That's what this experience is about, is getting out and meeting new people. What was it that Patrick told us? If you have a badge on for this conference, then you have permission to introduce yourself. So please keep doing that as we go through. Another thing I've learned in my new role with AMI on the other side is that it takes a whole lot of people to make this happen. So I would be remiss without thanking some of those people first off this morning. I'm going to name several groups. If you're part of these groups, please stand up and we'll hold our applause to the end. The 2015 Host Committee, chaired by Mike and Julie Rhodes. the AMI 2015 Student Advisory Council members, the AMI 2015 student reps from each of your universities, workshop presenters, keynote speakers, case study hosts, and case study facilitators. Let's give a big round of applause to all of these volunteers. I'd also be remiss if I didn't thank our sponsors. Without their support, AMI 2015 would truly not be possible. So special thanks to Mutual of America, Sprint, Boy Scouts of America, and Intermountain Healthcare. We appreciate the work of all of our host committee members to secure the Utah sponsorships. Rick Barnes of the Boy Scouts led that effort. The Utah sponsors are Brigham Young University Marriott School of Management, Beacon Educational Resources, Curtin McConkie, United Way of Northern Utah, Boy Scouts of America Trapper Trails Council, and Boy Scouts Great Salt Lake Council. Let's also applaud their significant contribution. And finally, I'd like to thank Campus Director Brad Harris and his team of Brigham Young students and alumni. They've offered a tremendous amount of support to make the 2015 AMI a smashing success. Where's Brad and his students? There you go. Thank you so much, Brad. And now I'd like to ask Michael Thompson to join me on stage. Michael's the Associate Dean of the Brigham Young University Marriott School of Management, and he'll give us some welcoming remarks.
Thank you, Susan, and thank you for your visionary leadership. I applaud personally the work that you're about and the interests that you're pursuing, and I hope you're going to have a wonderful conference. Let me just mention that Salt Lake City, if this is your first time in Salt Lake City, this is a wonderful place, and we hope you'll have a chance to see a little bit of the city while you're here. This is the home of the University of Utah, our great public university. I'm attached to Brigham Young University, which is 35 miles or so to the south in Provo. And both of these universities have wonderful programs that draw students like you who have an interest in nonprofit management in the public sector, and we applaud your interests and your values, your desire to make a contribution to your communities and to this country. I'm not going to take more time to talk about the things that you're becoming experts in. That's going to be your focus for the next couple of days. But it's my privilege to be able to introduce some very, very talented alumni of Brigham Young University. After their appearance on the third season of NBC's The Sing-Off, 6 former members of BYU's Focal Group, a very, very popular group on the campus, known in many parts of the world, decided to continue wowing audiences with their tight harmonies, new arrangements, fun choreography, and of course their charming personalities, which you'll experience in just a moment. Combining top 40 hits with classic oldies, ReMix delivers an all a cappella show. No tracks, no instruments. You have to hear these people to believe them. ReMix combines the talents of Tanner Nilsson, Robert Seeley, Trevor Johnson, Jake Tengleson, Scott Shattuck, and McKay Crockett. And now, please join me in welcoming to the stage ReMix a cappella.
I've been working so hard, I'm punching my card. 8 hours for what? Oh, tell me what I got. I've got this feeling life's holding me down. Yeah, yeah. tear up this town. Tonight I gotta cut loose, footloose. So kick off your Sunday shoes, please, Louise. Pull me off of my knees. Jack, get back. Oh, come on before we crack. Yeah, lose your blues and everybody cut loose. Whoa, whoa, we got to turn you around and put your feet on the ground. Take a hold of your soul. Yeah, I'm turning it loose, footloose. Hey, kick off your Sunday shoes. Pull me off of my knees. Jack, get back. Hey, come on before we crack. Yeah, lose your blues. Everybody cut loose.
Good morning, Ami. It's so wonderful to be with you. It's kind of early to sing, so thanks for being here and listening to us so early in the morning. Really quick question. How many of you are from Salt Lake City or Utah here at this conference this week? Wonderful. How many of you are from out of town? Whoa! Well, welcome. We very much appreciate and respect what you do to spread goodness in the world. So thank you for being here. We hope you have a wonderful conference. We're going to sing a few songs for you this morning while you're enjoying your breakfast, so sit back, relax, and enjoy.
If you love somebody, better tell them while they're here, 'cause they just might run away from you. You never know what went well, then again it all depends on what kind of time is left for you. I've had the highest mountains, I've had the deepest rivers. You can have it all, but life keeps moving on. I take it in, but don't look down, 'cause I'm on top of the world. Hey, I'm on top of the world. Hey, been on top for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile. Hey, been holding it in for a while. Hey, take you with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. Woo! I'm trying to cut these corners, trying to take the easy way out. I kept on falling short of something. I could have gave up then, but then again I couldn't have, 'cause I've traveled all this way for something. I take it in, but don't look down, 'cause I'm on top of the world. Hey, I'm on top of the world. Hey, been on top for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile. Hey, been holding it in for a while. Hey, take you with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. Oh, 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 oh. I take it in, but don't look down, 'cause I'm on top of the world. I've been paying my dues, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile. Hey, been holding it in for a while. Hey, take you with me if I can. Dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. Thanks for being here today.
Hey everyone, my name's Trevor, and I'm so excited to be here. I have had a lot of opportunities to volunteer for nonprofit organizations, and I had an opportunity to talk to Tatiana, who's sitting over here. She's studying in New York, and I sat down and I said, Tatiana, help me understand, why is this event happening? What's everyone here to do? And the first thing out of her mouth was, we're all here to change the world. Woo. Congratulations, everyone. You're here to change the world. I don't know if you knew, but she said we're all interested in the nonprofit sector, and I absolutely believe that you can change the world through service. This summer, I had an opportunity to volunteer for a nonprofit organization that does humanitarian service in developing countries. I led a group of 20 youth in constructing a school in Paraguay, and it was a wonderful opportunity, something that was life-changing for me. And one of the concepts that I learned was a word called solidarity. I don't know if you've heard of that word before, but it was a new concept for me, and what I walked away from this experience was with an understanding of what solidarity is, which is, to my understanding, mutually symbiotic service. We went to Paraguay thinking we were going to help these children who needed a schoolhouse, and realized that they helped us, either just as much, if not more, understand what it means to love and what it means to find the good in life. And that was a powerful experience for me, and it taught me that there are times when we're here to serve, we're here to save someone else, and there's a time in our life when we need saving, where people we least expect are able to help us in our life. And that's what this next song is about.
Come on, you have got to move on. This is not the you I know. This isn't real, it's just all you can feel. And that's the way that feelings go. And whether or not it's right or wrong, you'll do what you will do. And when the cloud in the sky starts to pour and your life is just a storm you're braving, well, don't tell yourself you can't lean on someone else, 'cause we all need saving sometimes. Say what you will, but this time that we fill while we're on the earth should not be alone. We were meant to be